Hello, I'm Bryan Kluger, and I'm with Boomstickcomics.com, and I'm here to tell you about a new movie directed, written, and starring Ben Affleck. And you know what I say when I talk about Ben Affleck, right?
You white, then you Ben Affleck.
The movie in question is called Live by Night, which is based on a novel by a guy named Dennis Lehane, who also wrote Mystic River, Gone Baby Gone, and Shutter Island. Needless to say, Ben Affleck and this guy Dennis have a loving relationship, quite like this. Or not, who knows. But this is Ben Affleck's ode to like Goodfellas or HBO's Boardwalk Empire, and that it takes place in the Prohibition era and involves him being a gangster working his way up through the crime families per se. But not in Boston per se. Well, it starts out in Boston, but he moves to Tampa, Florida in the 1920s, which is pretty cool to see in this film. So with Ben Affleck directing movies like Argo, Gone Baby Gone, and what's that other one, that bank robbing movie? Oh yes, The Town. How could we forget? I was real excited for this. I wanted to see his take on the gangster realm, and I must say I'm very disappointed in it, which is sad because Ben Affleck has not let me down with a movie he's directed yet. This movie actually it has some great filmmaking in it, some great cinematography, some great set design that shows the true 1920s back in this time in Florida. But it's very rote. It's even Ben Affleck looks very uncomfortable in this character. It's really weird. Just take a look.
So you're threatening me with people who are more powerful than you?
Exactly.
Right? It's no O'Banion from Dazed and Confused, right?
I would like to dedicate this first lick to your mother. Fucker.
There are so many characters in this film that don't get their due diligence on screen. Some of the best characters that we see for only a few minutes only last for that few minutes and are gone forever, which is sad because those were the most interesting characters. But we are forced to stay with Ben Affleck's character, Joe Coughlin, for the entire movie, and it is pretty stale. There are some good moments with violence, and the people who like, the gangster gore, you will get that mostly here, but Ben Affleck in the final act of the movie really tried for that like Godfather like bloodbath, but it like just was so anticlimactic that everything that led up to it felt rushed and lazy. And the last 10 minutes, although Ben Affleck stuck true to the book, wasn't really well adapted, and it played out like so much cheese that you could just pour it all over nachos. But Live by Night, it is worth a look. It's not going to be your favorite gangster movie by any means. There are some good performances, but overall, it didn't have that oomph or that shot to the back of the head.
Oh no.
Too soon? I don't know. Yeah, Live by Night. Check it out if you're a fan of the gangster genre, but I don't think you will be leaving too terribly satisfied. But that's what it is, right?
You white, then you Ben Affleck.
And that's all I gotta say.